Urantia fixed by the bright and morning star. Some day you shall look upon this silent temple, even though you may not penetrate its mystery. Other Jerusalem circles. In addition to these residential circles, there are on Jerusalem numerous additional designated abodes. 6. The Executive Administrative Squares. The executive administrative divisions of the system are located in the immense departmental squares, 1,000 in number. Each administrative unit is divided into 100 subdivisions of 10 subgroups each. These 1,000 squares are clustered in 10 grand divisions, thus constituting the following 10 administrative departments. 1. Physical maintenance and material improvement, the domains of physical power and energy. 2. Arbitration, ethics, and administrative adjudication. 3. Planetary and local affairs. 4. Constellation and universe affairs. 5. Education and other Melchizedek activities. 6. Planetary and system physical progress, the scientific domains of Satania activities. 7. Urantia affairs. 8. Pure spirit activities and ethics. 9. Ascendant ministry. 10. Grand universe philosophy. These structures are transparent, hence all system activities can be viewed even by student visitors. 7. The rectangles, the spornasia. The 1,000 rectangles of Jerusalem are occupied by the lower native life of the headquarters planet, and at their center is situated the vast circular headquarters of the spornasia. On Jerusalem you will be amazed by the agricultural achievements of the wonderful spornasia. There the land is cultivated largely for aesthetic and ornamental effects. The spornasia are the landscape gardeners of the headquarters worlds, and they are both original and artistic in their treatment of the open spaces of Jerusalem. They utilize both animals and numerous mechanical contrivances in the culture of the soil. They are intelligently expert in the employment of the power agencies of their realms, as well as in the utilization of numerous orders of their lesser brethren of the lower animal creations, many of which are provided them on these special worlds. This order of animal life is now largely directed by the ascending midway creatures from the evolutionary spheres. Spornasia are not adjuster indwelt. They do not possess survival souls, but they do enjoy long lives, sometimes to the extent of 40 to 50,000 standard years. Their number is legion, and they afford physical ministry to all orders of universe personalities requiring material service. Although spornasia neither possess nor evolve survival souls, though they do not have personality, nevertheless they do evolve an individuality which can experience reincarnation. When, with the passing of time, the physical bodies of these unique creatures deteriorate from usage and age, their creators, in collaboration with the life carriers, fabricate new bodies in which the old spornasia re-establish their residences. Spornasia are the only creatures in all the universe of Nebadon who experience this or any other sort of reincarnation. They are only reactive to the first 5 of the adjutant mind spirits. They are not responsive to the spirits of worship and wisdom. But the 5 adjutant mind equivalates to a totality or 6th reality level, and it is this factor which persists as an experiential identity. I am quite without comparisons in undertaking to describe these useful and unusual creatures, as there are no animals on the evolutionary worlds comparable to them. They are not evolutionary beings, having been projected by the life carriers in their present form and status. They are bisexual and procreate as they are required to meet the needs of a growing population. Perhaps I can best suggest to Urantia minds something of the nature of these beautiful and serviceable creatures by saying that they embrace the combined traits of a faithful horse and an affectionate dog, and manifest an intelligence exceeding that of the highest type of chimpanzee. And they are very beautiful, as judged by the physical standards of Urantia. They are most appreciative of the attention shown them by the material and semi-material sojourners on these architectural worlds, They have a vision which permits them to recognize, in addition to material beings, the Urantia creations, the lower angelic orders, midway creatures, and some of the lower orders of spirit personalities. They do not comprehend worship of the infinite, nor do they grasp the import of the eternal, but they do, through affection for their masters, join in the outward spiritual devotions of their realms. There are those who believe that, in a future universe age, these faithful Spornasia will escape from their animal level of existence and attain a worthy evolutional destiny of progressive intellectual growth and even spiritual achievement. 8. The Jerusalem Triangles. The purely local and routine affairs of Jerusalem are directed from the 100 triangles. These units are clustered around the 10 marvelous structures domiciling the local administration of Jerusalem. The triangles are surrounded by the panoramic depiction of the system headquarters history. At present, there is an erasure of over 2 standard miles in this circular story. This sector will be restored upon the readmission of Satania into the constellation family. Every provision for this event has been made by the decrees of Michael, but the tribunal of the Ancients of Days has not yet finished the adjudication of the affairs of the Lucifer rebellion. Satania may not come back into the full fellowship of Norlatiadek so long as it harbors arch rebels, high created beings who have fallen from light into darkness. When Satania can return to the constellation fold, then will come up for consideration the readmission of the isolated worlds into the system family of inhabited planets, accompanied by their restoration to the spiritual communion of the realms. But even if Urantia were restored to the system circuits, you would still be embarrassed by the fact that your whole system rests under a Norlatiadek quarantine, partially segregating it from all other systems. But ere long, the adjudication of Lucifer and his associates will restore the Satania system to the Norlatiadek constellation, and subsequently, Urantia and the other isolated spheres will be restored to the Satania circuits, and again will such worlds enjoy the privileges of interplanetary communication and intersystem communion. There will come an end for rebels and rebellion. The supreme rulers are merciful and patient, but the law of deliberately nourished evil is universally and unerringly executed. The wages of sin is death, eternal obliteration. Presented by an Archangel of Nebadon.